Hey everyone, my name is Kelly Burns and I'm the business leader for Starpoint Sales, and I have with me on the phone Miss Mary Case. Say hello, Mary.
Hi.
Mary is brand new to Tupperware, and she has allowed me to use her setting up her My.Tup as an example so that all the other consultants in Cyberland can learn how to do that too. So you guys are seeing my screen right now. What we're going to do is we're actually going to go ahead and put in Mary's 11-digit ID number. And that 11-digit ID number is the number that you have got emailed to you in your Tupperware email, or in your email that you gave Tupperware when you first signed up. And we're going to go ahead and initially use the last 4 digits of her social security number to get her logged in. So you're going to see under the login number, we have her 11-digit ID number. Most 11-digit ID numbers, unless you are have been in Tupperware before, will usually start with an 80000 number. If your consultant number starts with maybe a 00938, a 00700, that generally means that you were part of Tupperware sometime prior to today. So as we go ahead, and I'm not going to save this I'm not going to save your password, Mary, so don't worry about that. So what we're looking at is it brings us right into the initial screen of different types of websites that you can go ahead and sign up for. Now, Mary and I have discussed already that she's just going to go with the basic for right now. And what that does is it allows Mary the opportunity to go into her My.Tup. It allows her to go in and get all the information, take advantage of all the training, also gives her the opportunity to go in, of course, process orders and be able to see her commissioning structure. So also gives her access to her upline and how to contact them, whether it be her recruiter, her manager, and of course myself, her business director, her business leader. You're going to see also there's some other options that when you go in to set up your My.Tup or set up your website, what one you may want to go with. The plus sign, let me tell you a little bit about the plus site. It's called Plus US, and that allows you to do what we call, gives you an online presence, gives your customers an opportunity to go to your website and purchase from your website, and you don't touch the product, and it gets delivered right to the customer, and they pay through Visa, MasterCard, or Discover through the website. Now, the other benefit of having a plus site is that when you sell $500 in a calendar month or Tupperware month, then you're actually posted on the Google location finder for consultants in the area. So for instance, if you were to go ahead and plug in your zip code, like find a consultant under the Tupperware.com website, click and find a consultant, you can put in your zip code and up will pop all the consultants that are within a 5, 10, 15, 50-mile radius, depending on where you set your parameters. And those consultants who sold $500 or higher during the previous month are actually listed there. The other benefit of having $500 in personal sales is that you actually get a little bit of a kickback from those online orders that were not attached to somebody's website. So in most cases, almost every single month, you actually get a rebate of over $10 back every single month. So the other benefit you're going to want to have with your plus site is that it gives you an opportunity to do what we call Tupper Connect, which gives your host an online link for her to send to her guests, so that if they're out of the area or they can't attend the party personally, they can click on the link, they can shop, the host gets credit for the order, and you get credit for the order also. The Silver Plus gives you an opportunity to do what we call Party Plus, which is actually doing your Tupperware parties live via your computer or your tablet right there at the party, where people can actually view you. If they're not physically able to come to the Tupperware party, they can actually zoom in to the party and see the demonstration. Kind of cool. Okay. Then we have the gold, and we have the platinum. So you're going to see that there's great variety of different prices there. You decide on what one that you want to start with. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the basic. All right. And it says selected, and looks as if we should be good to go. So we're going to go down here and hit update user. All right, so she's been updated. Look at you, my friend. So while we're in here already, let me go ahead and just give you some other things. We're going to go into this little guy right here. It's called our training tab. And I'm just going to click on that. It looks like Miss Mary, you are up and running. You're ready to go based on all that good stuff. So she's just going to hang with me on the phone for just a few minutes. Okay, Mary. We have a training tab right here, which is great. And you're going to notice that there's a place for consultants. The core of the party is a wonderful place to learn on dating parties, dating and recruiting at the party, recruiting away from the party, and of course demonstrations. You're going to see that there too. So training is a good place to be. Your Salesforce website is your next link over. This is a place that you're going to live quite a bit. You're going to kind of hang out here a little bit because it is really small or short links to all the different things that you're going to need to know, like for instance, your sales aids, consumer flyers, fundraiser program, getting prepped for your party, and of course, getting your My Week email and your party perks. If for some reason you are not getting an email from Tupperware every Saturday morning, go ahead and call customer care, okay? And they will be able to update your email so that you're getting an email every Saturday morning. It's actually called our My Week email, and it has all the items in there for the week that you're gonna wanna know as a consultant. How do I find that number? You can go down here to contact us, where it says policies and contact us if you're concerned where to get the telephone number for customer care. And as you scroll down here a little bit, it's going to actually tell you, see, sometimes they move things around a little bit. So let's see, let's go to page 2, and this should be the screen where it has there it is. So right here we have the customer toll-free customer care numbers. So for all Salesforce numbers, you're going to see it right here, 888-921-7395. Managers have their own customer care hotline, and that's 888-919-8099. And of course, directors and above, we have our own support line also. What that does is it kind of reduces the amount of calls going into the call center based on title. So that's basically where you're going to find your customer care numbers. There's a great information on policies and contacting us, helping the community. Of course, tons of recipes you're going to find there. But now we're going to go right into what we call My Sales, because you're probably wondering, well, how do I do my first order? So if you click on My Sales, you can go ahead and click Place Order. Now, initially what happens at the very beginning, okay, when you've not done an order yet, it's going to ask you to agree to the terms and conditions. So Mary, I'm just going to go ahead and click the agree button, okay, down here. And I do have written down her last 4 digits of her social right here. So we're going to go ahead and click that. Okay, so now she's in. Now I'm going to go ahead and actually have her subscribe to an SMS service, which actually gives you an opportunity to get your weekly flyers and other wonderful things right to your cell phone. So Mary, would that be okay if we go ahead and do that for you too?
Sure.
All right, excellent. So hang on, I have to look up your telephone number really quick because I know you're in here. There you are, look at you. All right, so, okay, putting your telephone number in here. This is your cell number, right, Mary? The one ending in 4161. Yes. All right, so we're going to subscribe her to that. Okay, you've been successfully subscribed. So when I go ahead and click next, this is all of your product alerts over here to the left-hand side. Some of the catalog substitutions, if there are substitutions. We don't have substitutions very often. You want to make sure that you update your party lineup. Okay, and that's this right here. So we have our current party lineup, and the reason why you want to update that on a regular basis is it gives Tupperware an idea of what inventory they need to have on the shelves. Now remember, we make Tupperware in over 10 factories around the world. We're in Belgium, we're in France, Mexico, we're in, of course, the United States, and we're in other different areas in the world, and not all of our products are made in one factory. Our Tupperware catalog is 78 pages about, and not all of those products are manufactured in the United States. The majority of them are, but because we're a worldwide company, okay, and we're sold in over 100 countries, we can't possibly have these huge monstrosity of mold machines all in one area. First of all, that would be really silly if there was a fire or a natural disaster, because then the company would be out. But so that's why we spread some of these factories and that kind of stuff throughout the world. So it's important to know, let Tupperware know about your party lineup so they can go ahead and make better use of that. What over here on the right-hand side, you're going to see that Mary's recruiter is Kimberly. And if I just kind of hold my cursor over here, up pops her personal recruiter's telephone number and email. If she goes up one step further and holds her cursor under my name, then of course that's my kind of contact information and then my email too. So you can actually just click on that and you can send an email right to me or to your upline recruiter. All right. So now we're going to go over here to party history. Okay. And now what's going to happen is like, wait a minute here, you've not visited Tupperware web order entry before. Now this is a normal thing. Okay. And right now I do know that Mary said, okay, if she wants to change her password, and she did give me what she wants her password. So I'm going to actually type in your new password, my friend. So you are going to be, I want to make sure I did it with a capital F just to let you know. Okay, babe? I don't know if it's cap sensitive. Okay. But we're good to go. So I unchecked the site key so she can go back in and she can reset those parameters. So we're going to click next. And oh, okay, you should have, oh, I did a number. Do I have to have a funky character? It says password must have 6 characters, 1 character and 1 number, and don't enter more than 8 characters. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to let you go and change that at your disposal, because now we have to think of a password that doesn't have as many digits, Mary. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and stick with your current password for right now. All right, so, and I don't want to save this password to my system because this is Mary. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make sure that we have all the shipping addresses correct. So Mary, you're 3911 East Bridgeport, correct?
Correct.
All right, perfect, and you're in Spokane. Now, we do have what we call an alternate ship to. Now, in most cases, your alternate ship to will be the same as your ship to, unless, for instance, let's say you work outside the home and you want your Tupperware products to come to your work address instead of your home address. Or let's say you want it to go to your mother's house instead of your own house. Then you can actually change your alternate ship to address. Do remember that if you click the alternate ship to address in your party setup, that's the address that it's going to go to. You can change this alternate ship to address as many times as you want to, as many times as you need to. The only thing is you have to make sure that the product ships and leaves the factory before you change the alternate ship to address. It'll give you a little bit of warning. And then mail to. Now, some of us have a P.O. box. All right. And I know that people in Kalispell, Montana, a lot of them have a physical address and then they have a P.O. box. So if you have a P.O. box, this is where you want to go ahead and change your mail to, so that when I send you a note in the mail or Tupperware sends you something via USPS, that is actually coming to your P.O. box if you have one versus your home address. All right. So all of your addresses look good, Mary. All right, so it does look like her kit has been delivered, okay, because this is the tracking information that we have right here. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go ahead and go over here to log out. There's lots of fun places. You can go to party history, your Salesforce reports. You go ahead and play with these tabs as much as you want, you guys, but this is the initial steps of how to get your website set up and going based on the information that you got from Tupperware. So I'm going to go ahead and end the recording now. If you have any questions, you can shoot me off an email at tupperkelly@comcast.net or PM me on Facebook, Kelly Clark Burns, or reach out to your upline director and give me a call. Thanks for joining us today.